And we're back. We're going to get into a few trending and hot topics. Today we have on the docket, we have a guy who stays on the docket, Mr. Kanye West. Now, it's a bunch of things we can get into. I personally, I was speaking to recently, he put out a post that says, yeah, he's taking Kid Cudi off of Donda 2 because he's friends with you-know-who. And Kid Cudi replied back, well, fuck you, take me off the album. And,
now, what the heck did he see that made him say, like, oh, you friends with?
Oh, no, he had, he fucked with Pete Davidson. Like, he pulled up a picture from Saturday Night Live. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Kanye hates Saturday Night Live, all the time. But he pulled up some of that stuff and a couple pictures they was together.
But how old is this?
I mean, I think some of it's recent, but I think Kid Cudi was on SNL with
right. So it's like I mean, he probably was talking to this man, and you put him on your thing.
If that's his true friend, like I was explaining, if that's his true friend, I think now it happens all the time. You can fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with it, but I still feel like it need to be a conversation so you can we can understand boundaries and see where everybody is. Mm-hmm. I can see. If we had a conversation and it went left and, I still fuck with him, I'm telling you why I don't fuck with him and whatever, right. You know what I'm saying? Then you make a post and say, I'm taking him off of Donda and all this stuff or whatever. But I really think that's childish. Like it's almost some of these things are childish and I kind of expect more, but we talking about somebody that's extremely emotional, extremely egotistical, so. It's nothing that'll shock me. And then the fact that a lot of this stuff is not bothering his wife and it's not bothering Pete Davidson, it's pissing him off even more. It's really, really pissing him off. So he's gonna go to further and further and further extremes though. Focus was saying it's a man on edge right now. So the man.
Yeah, I mean, they said that it has a diagnosis, so at this point, I mean, who knows what type of, he could be on the verge of going into a full-on episode. Right. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
But didn't we have a diagnosis when he first started wearing the MAGA hat and he denounced it? These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I'm perfectly fine and all that. Then he hit the $1 billion mark. Then he...
That don't change the fact that you got it, whether you think you got it or not. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's, it's still there. They could say the doctor said you got cancer, but you saying you ain't got cancer.
I ain't got no goddamn cancer.
Okay, all right, you can say it all you want.
Like I said, when he was speaking on mental health and things like that. Like they say, he talks in bunches. It's good information he gets, but he's an artist or whatever. So it might come out wrong most of the time. Though. Like I said, I really think he's somewhat misunderstood, but I think he doesn't give a fuck because
he hurt.
Yeah,
I think he really hurt.
He want his wife.
He got 4 kids with this woman. Regardless of what went down and the reasons why they divorced and everything like that, he hurt. And
I think, but see, at the same time, you got to chuck that shit up. You got to chuck it up because at the same time, this is damaging to your children.
Oh yeah, especially when you're putting it out on social media, you're doing this and that,
I would rather you just go punch people and don't record it and all that shit and get it out. Or go punch a wall or something like that. But don't, this shit lives forever. Right. All this shit, they're going to be able to pull this shit up when the kids get in high school. And you know what I'm saying? And come on, man. Be considerate of the kids. Yeah. And I'm going to be on record again. I said it before. I think Kim Kardashian was a damn good wife. Really. She, like I said, had his back 100%, all that shit though. Like I say, that Taylor Swift shit she pulled off and... you know what I'm saying? Everything. I think she was a damn good wife. We can say whatever beforehand. Oh, you slut. That's in the eyes of a beholder. Once she was the wife, she was a great wife.
I mean, truly, when he was with her, he kind of turned his financials around. All that type of stuff. So
she brought some balance to him. Yeah. She brought a lot of balance and
Well, think about what you just said too. She brought a lot of balance to him. So without him, he really unbalanced at this point. He really unbalanced. So.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Yeah, but that's crazy though. You would think too. Just like you were saying that it depends on the extent to how close Kid Cudi is to Pete Davidson
Right.
and everything like that. And then was there a conversation beforehand, whether or
If
not,
you consider
not
somebody your
it was
brother,
going to
and
be an issue.
I think they have like a good bond, Kid Cudi and Kanye or whatever. He was with him when he was going through his addiction things and all that stuff though. So like I think they have a good enough brotherhood to where a conversation was supposed to be had before I make a public display shitting on you. It has to be. I think he owed Kid Cudi that beforehand. And now the internet, now they just finna just internet. They finna internet, the internet be internet.
Right.
So they finna just play these games and all that stuff though. But like, he's hurt very bad. And I wish it's none of the real people that was around like Really Doe and GLC and Rhyme Fest, those people that you see on the Genius, the Kanye special. None of those people are around anymore. These are all people that are paid to be around. So they don't give a fuck as long as the check is coming.
Right.
So, like, yeah, well, I'm gonna keep him in my prayers and hope he gets some sense about himself and cut this bullshit out, man. Just go ahead and go through. And like I said, all this is damning in court when it comes to the negotiations with your divorce and all this stuff, though, right? You don't want to seem unstable when you're trying to fight for your custody of your kids and shit like that. You don't want them to be able to point at you out, lashing out and all this stuff, though. So he before they go through divorce, I hope he settles in and comes to the realization it's over with, buddy. It's over with.
See, I'm the type of person, like, I can ignore the shit out of stuff. Yeah. I mean, even if it was, I ain't never been in that situation, but I've been in a situation where, there's a person, I don't necessarily mess with, but somebody else mess with. We was in, the same space or whatever like that. And for me, I can make it to like, you don't even exist. You ain't even right there. You know what I mean? That's what he need to be like, so he can calm himself down.
I've been the middle person in many a situations, like real street situations, petty situations, all that. The main thing you need to do, I don't even, look, we're not even gonna go this way. Yeah, he said this and he said that. I don't got shit to do with that. Don't ask me about that guy. I don't got shit to do with that. Don't ask me about that guy, whatever. What we talking about? Are we homies or whatever? That's it.
Right.
And step back and let it play itself out.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I hope he get through it, because as of right now, it's like one thing after another. Okay.
And next topic. One of our favorite, this motherfucker stay in the news. One of our favorite topics is the latest with the baby. Now, the baby gave the brother the beating. The baby, I was trying to look up, apparently they were at a bowling alley and he bumped into his baby mother's brother, who's for the last, 6-7 months, it's on site. It's on site. It's on site. When I see you, it's up. I need this fade. It's up. Okay. It wasn't too much up for him. He went down bad. Got his ass beat in the bowling alley, and everybody thinks the baby is wrong, but me personally, being of the, not in the streets, but of the streets. When you say on site, you can't threaten me and then see me and want to talk. You can't. It's no possible way you gonna say you gonna beat my ass and see me and think we gonna talk. I have to make an honest man out of you. You said you're gonna beat my ass. We got to see what's up with it. Period.
But let me ask you something, right? Is that a not an ego thing, but like, for instance, right? Because it's like, I could say all day, you know what I mean? Like, okay, when I see you, whatever, we gonna fight, whatever like that.
That's a threat. People
but look, there's a high and there's a low, right? For the 6 months, he could have been at that high, and then, by the time he saw this man, he like, you know what? It ain't even about that, you know what I mean? We just need to have a conversation, this and this and that.
The apology needs to be just as loud as the disrespect. If you wasn't on that, you should have went on right on the internet, the same place you said you're gonna be my ass. You should have came right back like, dog, bro, I'm not even on that. I just don't tolerate. Now keep in mind, the brother isn't wrong. He just executed terribly. A strong run is better than a bad stand. If I see a nigga I said is up with 6 niggas, it's not up right now. or I gotta call me 5 more niggas, or I gotta go get the gun. One or the other. I'm in a losing situation. I'm not finna sit there and steal. Like I said, what I'm trying to tell people, what he thought was gonna happen.
He thought it was gonna be 1-on-1.
No, he thought it was gonna get broken up. They wasn't gonna let him get to him and all that shit. Cause it's a million niggas. I think it's a video shoot. They saying it's a London on the Track video shoot. And that's what they say, yeah, this is the Toxic Baby Daddy video shoot. Only person missing was Future. It's at a video shoot. You see the actual cameraman in there. So they shooting a video. That dancing big nigga was in there. It was all kind of people. Like it was an event. So I'm figuring what the brother thought. What he actually thought was, oh, I'm finna go over there. Ain't nobody gonna let us fight and nothing like that and shit. And you know what he's gonna do? After he said what he said and thought he was gonna get broke up and all that shit, he's gonna go right back to that phone. Yeah, I seen the baby hoe ass. His hoe ass, he a punk. I just hold him in front of 6 niggas and all that. That's not how it went. And furthermore, the baby wasn't looking for trouble, man. The baby is on a promo tour. He just did a freestyle at LA Leakers that day. He was security. Is my security gonna let me get my ass whooped? If so, y'all fired right now. Let's get this out the way now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, from looking at the video, now, I feel like you would need to see it from like start to end, but from looking at the video, it don't necessarily look like he went to LA, just to like start trouble with the guy.
Yeah.
He was there on business. I'm not sure how they got into the same space or whatever like that. If old dude kind of searched him out and seen he was there and he came up there, I don't know for sure.
I think the baby was where he was supposed to be. You're not where you're supposed to be. Don't nobody even know. Have you ever heard a Brandon Beal song? I think not. I don't, like I said, and people like, yeah, the baby a hoe. I say, I think people are not, the baby has reached a point with these street, like I said, now this is the thing. What made him popular was, we know he wasn't lying and the street shit. Now it's to the point where we need to see you lose one. Like, now it's like inhuman now. So now, even though all these situations, the reason why he's not in prison is because he wasn't the aggressor.
Well, he just said this time too, self-defense.
Yeah, like I say, I wasn't the aggressor.
Self-defense.
I'm not the aggressor. I'm where I'm supposed to be. There's somebody in my space. I just reacted how I react.
Now, people did have, seen a lot of people saying, they had an issue with the fact that the guy was basically jumped because it was like so many people like on him. Now, I know we talked about this, and in that situation, even in the video, you can see that when the baby punched him, that everything just rushed. You know what I mean? It didn't really seem like there was enough time to be like, no, everybody step back. But I will say that the baby, after seeing all them guys on him and stuff like that, like he was all up in there and everything like that. At that point, he could have stepped back. I think
there was a moment when he said like, man, I'm gonna come out bad in this either way it goes. So let me fuck it. Now it's like frustration. Cause like I say, when he punched and seen the shit going on, he had a blunt in his mouth and everything. Man, fuck this. Now this is frustration now. Like, now I gotta beat your ass, cause guess what? I'm getting killed all week. I just really got over the Rolling Loud shit. Just really got over it. Then I had to shit with the baby mama. People kind of forgot about it just a little bit. Now it's some more shit. Like they say, this publicist, man.
Yeah.
You had to double him up. Goddamn it.
I mean, either way, it's all a whole hot mess. It all looked, crazy and everything like that.
And I know, like I said, his PR is, you know what he's gonna do? He's finna take some pictures with his kids and all, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some PR shit, some spin to it. That's the PR thing, but like, yeah, maybe he do need to just stay in the house, man. Like,
now, I wonder, too, how is him and Daddy Lee relationship right now? After,
it's fucked.
After all that went down.
It's terrible.
Is she letting him see the baby? Like
we're gonna hear about that later on. Trust me, there's consequences that's gonna come to that. Yeah. It's really gonna be, well, the visitation needs to be cut and all, it's terrible, like, because again, kids are involved. Like, this ain't just some single people mad about some regular shit though. So yeah, get y'all shit together, man. It's babies involved.
Now I just got this this other thing about Kodak Black shooting at Justin Bieber.
No, Kodak Black was shot at a Justin Bieber concert.
Okay.
And like I said, I was hoping.
And a Justin Bieber though, after party, all things.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, it was
It
crazy.
didn't make no sense.
So they taking pictures out front after the party, I believe. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And it's all love. Then a fight breaks out. Boom. Fight breaks out. You hear gunshots live. So it was, right there. Boom. It was 3 people shot, including Kodak Black. He was shot in the leg. What's crazy is that's why I was so afraid of the Super Bowl being in LA this year, especially now, because like, remember what was that a month ago when the police came out and said, "Hey man, if you plan to visit LA, don't. We can't guarantee your safety." So let me get this straight. We can't guarantee my safety on a visit. So now we finna put about 120 millionaires with jewelry and all this shit, and they have problems with each other in the middle of I think it's a gang war. I think, you know what I'm saying, it's something with the police not policing and stuff like that. So we finna put 100-something millionaires and Hall of Fame football players, basketball players, we're gonna put them all in the middle of this shit. Say for a weekend, right?
Nah, but you would think that even though they said, you know, they can't, you know, protect whatever people, but that they will probably protect that stadium, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's an area where ain't shit happening. Like, it's nothing happening. Like, I remember when the Super Bowl was here and they had streets like kind of blocked off. Like, they had people like you had to drive almost like in a circle where they can contain it or whatever though. But like LA so big and there's so many parties and there's so much like on a regular, so you know it's extra shit going on now. It's the Super Bowl, and yeah, like it was something gonna happen. I was just praying like it wasn't too much though. Like, but yeah, Kodak got shot. I don't know who shot him. I don't know how he got shot. We'll get back with you in the comments on that. But yeah, like just move. You know, like I wouldn't have went to the Super Bowl in LA this year. I wouldn't. Too much to lose, and you don't see where it's coming from because this shit was already going on. Though. It's like you ever seen the cartoons where motherfuckers be fighting and it's always like this, and then the motherfucker put their hand in and they get rumbled up in it too. Though, that's the type of shit I believe that happened. That's like I said. I'm praying for Kodak. Get your shit straight, man. Justin Bieber, I hope you don't take the hit on this one.
Right.
You just want to have a party, you know, Bieb. They be trying to drag the Biebs down into bullshit too, man. Cause he hang with the brothers a lot, man. He's, you know.
Right. All right. Well, that concludes the podcast. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, check out our previous videos, and we'll see you in the next video.